The city of Portland recently installed a bunch of speed bumps over on Northeast Ainsworth, and I heard pretty quickly from various folks that there was some concern that they were not actually slowing drivers down. So I wanted to take a closer look. This happens to be sort of in my neighborhood. Again, we're on Ainsworth between Grand and 15th, just east of MLK. It's part of a larger project the city's doing to reduce neighborhood cut-through traffic speeds. This is what they call a speed cushion, what they put out here on Ainsworth. I'm not sure the technical difference between a cushion and a bump, but I use bump just because everybody will know what the heck I'm talking about. These things are not very deep at all. They're very shallow. I put my hand down there just to give some context for size. So what this video is basically I went out and filmed a bunch of different angles just so you could see how drivers are treating them. I put it in half speed here just to give you a sense of what we're dealing with, and the rest of the video will pretty much be all at full speed. So right away, you can see that what people are doing is just using that channel in the middle to go through without really slowing down at all. The channel is very likely put in because this is a secondary emergency response route. It's not a primary emergency response route. That's just a block north at Deacom is what PBOT tells me, but they did need to make this something that emergency vehicles could get through faster. So that's what the channel is for in the middle. And as you can see, what it also does is it provides a way for a lot of people to just drive right on through, especially if you have a larger vehicle like a truck like this person did. You can just get through without really any deflection of your vehicle at all and pretty much not have to slow down at all. These speed bumps are pretty new, so I would imagine that people would, once they realize they're so shallow, will end up maybe even driving faster as time goes on. It's really hard to say. Keep in mind the speed limit on this portion of Ainsworth is 20 miles an hour. I actually like to ride on this because it's so darn direct. There's very few stops, and I can get from like 37th all the way to MLK very quickly, especially now that I have e-bikes and I can ride 20 to 25 miles per hour if I want without a problem at all. So another test of these is if when I'm riding on here on my e-bike going the speed limit or maybe a few miles above it, are people actually giving me the space they should give me, or are they tailgating and being jerks? So here you go. I did some filming where I had two GoPros, one on my speedometer and one facing behind me, just to see what kind of heat I was getting from drivers up into my rear. Look at this person peeking out. Obviously, they're mad. They'd be going much faster, even though I'm going 22 miles an hour. There's pressure behind me from drivers on this very narrow residential street to go even faster. So, and this is with the speed bumps. There were a few of these people that were following me that gave me a little bit more pressure than I would have liked, and it proves to me that at least right now in some specific situations, the speed bumps aren't really working. By the way, this guy right here in the truck who's pressuring this person in the white truck to go faster ended up yelling at me after I pressed stop on my video when he turned off, yelled something about what the hell am I doing in the road, that kind of thing. So that's the kind of vibe we have on Ainsworth. That's why I was curious if these are actually working. So the jury's still out for me whether these things are going to really be effective or not. The good thing is the city is actually going to do a little bit more deeper analysis than I'm able to do. And so we'll actually get some numbers back. I have a sense that it will reduce some speeding overall. Just having something like this on the road sends a signal to people that they should be going slower. So I'm hoping that psychology helps make people slow down. But I'd love to know how they're working for you and what your experience has been out there.